football simulator. I have to change everything. Um, Basically, what this is I'll just pick my team, the Lions here. Basically, what it is, it's a very simple click-based game thing, right? This is it, right? Offensive coordinator. This is based off of like mainly just the percentages of what would work. So there's no kickoffs or nothing, but you start on the 25 like you would have in the regular kickoff rules. Say you want to run, so run. Jahmyr Gibbs explodes. That's a genuine Detroit Lions player. Maybe a screen pass that tells you Gibbs down with a concussion. There's injuries. Injuries are a part of the game of ball. But because I'm not the best coder, he doesn't actually come out of the game. So when I do the draw, which I am planning on replacing with a kneel, because it's basically just a run, but it's kind of OP. So I think the kneel for like killing clock. Screen pass, you don't really have to always go for what it says. You can throw a bomb and then bang. Okay, that doesn't happen a lot. But now defense, you can't play because again I'm not the best coder, and you'll just kind of have to watch here and see what happens to your defense, which you can't control anything. It's just based off of overall a little bit. And Lions defense goes crazy, and they should. Oh, I don't know why they punted. Here's my other issue with coding. That ball should be back on the 70, but it's gonna stay right here. Okay, we get stuffed anyway, but the point is, there's a lot of problems. Okay, defensive linemen intercepting the ball is very questionable, and then yeah, we're probably gonna get scored on. So there's a little bit of strategy and probably a little bit of cheese that I've already found, but I feel like a lot of people that are just playing it wouldn't find it. And if I were able to get a coder to help, it'd be a lot different. Again, I don't know why they punted that because now it's easy touchdown. Okay, I did a bomb for some reason. Sam Laporta is down with the ankle sprain. And I'll skip the rest of this and speed this up a little bit so I can get to the rest of the features in this game. They're still in the game. As you can see, we got beat up. Jahmyr Gibbs has a concussion, a broken nose. Jared Goff has a broken nose, and Sam Laporta has an ankle sprain. But yeah, one of the big things that I had fun with for specifically this is injuries. Scattaboo, these are all random. And again, because I'm not the best coder, these guys don't actually go out. But what I did do, or not in this version, okay, actually in this version, you can see the injuries there for the weeks that they are injured. It'll be hospital and how many players they have injured. And then there's social media where there's celebrities that speak on the games. Like Logan Paul, Dalton Schultz needs help on this trash team. I forgot what team he actually plays on. Yeah, Texans right now. Or was it Texans? Or is it? Okay, it is Texans, my bad. So Texans, did they lose? Yeah, 0-2. So that's correct. I was scared that wasn't going to be correct. Taylor Swift says Patrick Mahomes is on fire. But keep in mind, this is random. Like, this is randomized. Post Malone says Rashee Rice is a fraud, overrated trash can. And Panthers Deontay Johnson, wide receiver, says Colts looking like a championship contender. So there's no drama yet. You can see these games are realistic scores for the most part. So sometimes he gets it really wrong, like Vikings over Texans. Like we just played the Texans, which causes see, that's why it says 0-2. That is a problem that it currently has whenever you play a team, but for some reason it always ends up still having the correct amount. I think I haven't really paid attention to that too much. And let's look schedule. We beat the Commanders. The problem is in the news for games. Okay, it doesn't say anything, probably because I did something wrong there. But let's say for the Green Bay Packers, it'll say they played the Ravens as well, which can't happen. That's a problem. Random injuries, and then drama. This is the fun things. Brawl. Steelers and Jets players exchange punches after game. I'm assuming they were fighting over Aaron Rodgers. That's always fun. This game is it was made for like my imagination. This is my own personal thing here that I don't, here's me. JJ McCarthy needs help on this trash team. I am a Lions fan. I would not care if JJ McCarthy was having a bad time, but he beat the Lions. Kanye West is talking about football. Adam Sandler talking about ball. Elon Musk talking about ball. Ninja, this is very for Ninja. Again, randomized. Hating on the Bears. That's good, man. What else? Nothing this week. Okay. Torn MCL for Bo Nix. He doesn't even come out of the game, but imagine, random ones. Let's see if we can get a random. We can get we can get some other crazy stuff. I want to add fines too. I would like to add fines to this. The sim, it doesn't really take into account too much, but there are overalls. The Jets being number one in the, there's problems, of course, but I like, for the most part, like the base I have for not really knowing much. I made it very simple. Yeah. I'm trying to show off these really funny things. I can probably go out and show it, but COVID-19, that's very questionable. Social media. Jacoby Myers suspended for conduct violation. There's some really outlandish suspensions as well. Torn labrum, Furia, for if I was to, be a good coder, was have little drawings that indicate what's happening. If I could do that, for example, in a game, instead of this, it would be this. And if I wanted to take it a step further, instead of just simulation, I would let them actually click. Kind of like Retro Bowl, but just a clicker. You just click on who you have in the game, right? Sorry. And I'm trying to show some of the more outlandish. These are just very funny ones to me. Here you go. This is one really funny. It's suspended. Packers coach fined $100K for finding referee, and then Panthers Deontay Johnson deleted controversial post targeting LGBT people. So, obviously, I don't believe in that, but I think it is comedy relief. Like, imagine this would happen. I don't think he would ever do that. He's a cool guy. For comedic purposes, sometimes the players can get AIDS. Older version. This is what it first looked like. I made a lot of changes from what it was. There was a couple problems. So, the teams overall changed a little. The one big problem that I want to point out, the rosters were a little messed up. But here's the big thing, right? When you had the ball, this is how it looked first. Let me pull this out a little bit. That's how I started playing with it before. Oh, I guess there's pros and cons to both versions. Let me just try to. Okay, so touchdown. I like the way that looks, right? And then you can go on defense, right? And when you go on defense, you can do what you need to do. There's more stops whenever interception. So now let me show you the problem. Okay, well that was not a good way to show it. Okay, we're just passing interceptions. Let me try to show you pass. Okay, cool. So watch this. You can just spam touchdowns. And that was a problem, because if I was going to actually post this, like publicize this, that's a problem. Season mode. Before, it was only sim, and it was very bare bone problems like that. Then it was a lackluster, like randomized stats. Now I want to add the stats back because I think those look really good, and trades wasn't possible. And something I really enjoyed from this version was the ability to just watch a sim. You'd have to go in slow mode, because if you didn't, that one glitch would happen. In fact, let me just show you. You put on fast mode. If they score, they just start spamming the ball. You'll see it right here. Look at this. So it was kind of impossible to actually get a real game going there. So yeah, that's just a tech demo basically of a little browser game that I've been working on for 2 days. Joe Burrow would love to play the Chiefs someday. Just really cool things. It's really cool for what it is. And it's really cool because I feel like these are very simple things that could be added to Madden that would make the franchise mode really fun. Like, but they're not going to add AIDS. Only I would add AIDS. I got divine intellect, of course. There's also another problem where I believe when you play a game, you can't play another game, which is, it's whatever. I hate the fact that this is just, blank compared to what it was before with the yard lines. I probably want to add them back anyway. And that would be really cool, having a lot of moving parts. It would remind you of kind of like the, moving NFL plays next gen stats. Usually, I don't know what it would be called, but actually right here, there it is. So things like this, you could watch it and it would be like, oh, he intercepted it, he took it all the way. That's very cool. And then it would be really nice, like this. It would be really nice to have stats, and then you could pull up the stats and bang, here's your quarterback's, all of his things. But, these are really hard things for me to do. I'm not a scripter of anything. But, yeah, if it looked anywhere like minimum to this, if this is how the game looked, even if I would like to put it on Steam and then, a workshop would make the NFL teams and stuff, because legally I can't do that. But if it would look like this would be really cool. I mean, it would be really cool to see. Use a randomly generated speed, the stat, everything. That would be nice. But I'm no scripter, So that's a tech demo looking thing.